మిత్రులారా, బంధువులారా, వెల్కమ్ టు South Asia Maps Education Channel. We are continuing our Saudi Arabia series on Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, KSA. Previously, we identified around 25-26 geographic regions, physiographic regions. In part 4D, I will be delineating uh, around about half a dozen or so. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, జొగ్గారి తిరుపతి రెడ్డి. మిత్రులారా, ఈ దినము ప్రముఖ దేశమైన సౌదీ అరేబియా యొక్క భౌగోళికాన్ని క్షుణ్ణంగా పరిశీలన చేద్దాం. And this is the bird's eye view of the entire Arabia series presentation. We are in part 4. Geographic regions, that is 4 parts, part 4. All these presentations, for your convenience, I have posted South Asia maps, Reddy. There are more than 800 or so. You can look at them. For your convenience, I have listed all the 26 or so in this place at one place. You can pause here and have a bird's eye view of that. You can see the 26 or so. I have made those entire thing into 2 parts here, A and B. You can look all the 26 or so here. Their corresponding alphabetical or numerical order. That is A and B. The same thing. I am putting C and D. So you can have all of them at one place. You can look at them. First, I will go over these regions, and later I will take you to different maps and show you. We are talking about Arabian Peninsula, geography, physiography. There is a difference between the geographical regions and physiographical regions. Geographical, physiographical reports and two-dimensional administrative political maps where you can see only the lines and the names like a prominent Riyadh province, Qasim province, Hail and Juhaif, and the western coast Medina and Mecca, and eastern Sharqiya region, eastern province, northern Hamali region. Whereas if you look at this, you can see the physiographic orientation means physical nature of the land, habitat, and geopolitical entity with respect to the mountains, wadis, ephemeral rivers, water bodies, plateaus, peneplains, deserts. This gives a broader, deeper understanding of the current polity, economy, and so on. Excuse me. We are talking about Harrat Kyber. There is a town called Kyber between the Tabuk and Medina towns. Harrat means Arabic terms means lava plateau. This is the Harrat. I put it HK here. Harrat Kyber. That is the surrounding area is also called Jibel Abyad. Jibel means Arabic term for mountain ranges. Abyad means white mountains. This is the lava plateau region. This is the north of Medina, maybe few kilometers northeast of Medina. Then, between the Ned Rubalkal region, there are two wadis, Wadi Bishah and Wadi Dawashir. This is the Wadi Dawashir. There is a town called Dawashir also. There is also a town called Bishah also. I think this comes in the historic, this Nazran Asir region. So Wadi Bishah, Wadi Dawashir, Harrat Kyber lava field. Then, in the west coast, there are series of mountains, and Wadi Jazzil and Wadi Hamad. They are in the Medina Valley, and these two wadis joined together. This is called Wadi Hamad at the this region, and that falls into the Red Sea near a town called Wajh. This is the Tihama plains in the Hezaz mountain ranges. The Wadis. Wadi is a seasonal river. Whenever it rains, it flows for a couple of days and evaporates. It's not like a even seasonal river. It's a ephemeral river. Then we have the coastal plains, Al-Tihama. Tihama is the coastal plains adjoining this is the Red Sea Rift, the greater, that is the broad rift valley that starts from the Galilee or Tiberias to Dead Sea and Araba Wadi and continues to Gulf of Aqaba, the Sinai Peninsula, Red Sea, then goes to in the into the Victoria Lake and so on into the Arabia region. So this is the Great Rift Valley region. So east of that, the Tihama Plains, 10 to around about 10 to 50, 60 kilometers or so. Tihama Plains, the coastal plains west of the Hezaz and the Asir historic regions and Yemen historic regions. There are the series of mountains, broadly they are called sarawat mountains. Sometimes they are called Sarat mountains. They are spelled differently in the Romanized English script. Just I am giving the common names here. The northern part, southern part. Northern part, you can see the Sinai Peninsula. Northern part, they are called SHIFA mountains and the Midian mountains here. Midian mountains, there is a Midian kingdom headquarters. They made the Petra town very important archaeological center, and Al-Bula Hejra and Midian. These are the historical sites in the near Medina region, Medina province or Tabuk province of Saudi Arabia. So you have the Shifa mountains, Midian mountains, and the popular Hezaz mountains. Sometimes broadly they can be called Hezaz mountains also. That is the we put it in the northern part, Taif mountains. Taif is a town near east of Jeddah and Mecca, and that is also like a sort of hill station and things like the Taif mountains. And the southern part of mountains are of the Sarawat mountains are called Asir mountains are Nazran mountains and Shuyab mountain and Haraz mountain. Haraz mountains are mostly in the historic Yemen region. You can see Haraz mountains, Asir mountains, Tafik and Shufek mountains here. This is the Tihama region. We'll go and reconcile this with the other map so that you get a broader clarity. So here I am showing this again. You have to remember this is the Sinai Peninsula, this is the Rift Valley, this is the Red Sea Rift, and the rift continues in Ethiopia, that is Abyssinia, and this Lake Tanzania, Kenya, this is all the rift. So west of this rift is called Tihama region. This green region is the coastal plains Tihama, and adjoining that you can see a series of mountains. Sharat mountains and Sharawat mountains. These are Shafi mountains and Midian mountains, and this is the excuse me, the valley Hamad and Jazzil valley. That is the Medina valley. Broadly, Wajh town will be here. This is the Hezaz mountain, the historic Hezaz region where the Islam rised and it subdued the local Arabian a population and imposed a closed theological system on them due to military victory that happened in this region. Then further, this is the Taif region, Jeddah coastal port city and the Red Sea coast, and that one here, and the Bishah Wadi and this the Bishah Wadi. This is the Dawashir Wadi. This is the Rubal Khali, and further south you see the Asir mountain. This is the Jizan province, means this is the Farasan Islands are here. This is the Haraz mountain range, and this is the Rubal Khali, southern part in the Yemen, Hadramaut means Sabtian, southern part of the Rubal Khali region. You can see the same thing here, Sinai Peninsula here, Dead Sea and Araba Valley. This is the Aqaba, Gulf of Aqaba here, Gulf of Suez, the Red Sea Rift here. This is the Shafa Mountains or Sarawat Mountains, northern part of Midian. So this is the Medina town will be here. This is the Jijan and Hamad Wadi valleys. You can see the Medina town where the Muhammad finally established his the military, socio-political, religious headquarters and one lot of these battles and Gajwas wars there. Jeddah and Medina, Mecca. This is the historic Hezaz region. The Taif town here, that means the Taif mountains here. And Asir mountains, southern part of Arabia and Yemen border historic. This is the Asir mountains. You can see this is the Haraz mountains here. Hudayba, and this is the Haraz mountains here, Rubal Kali. The Babel Mandeb, the gateway connecting this this sea and this Red Sea, and this is the Somali Sea. And we will reconcile this looking at the maps. How do you reconcile that? We can very easily see the Gulf of Aqaba, and these are the Medina, and this the Harrat. You can see this near Medina, the Kyber. This is a Kyber, and also Battle of Kyber is one of the prominent battle Muhammad fought against the local pagan Arabian population. Jajan and Hamad Valley, this is the Wajh town, will be somewhere here. This is the SHIFA mountains. This is the Midian mountains. Petra will be somewhere here. Nabatean kingdom used to be there. Then in this area, Tabuk province, Al-Bula, Hegra, and all those historical towns are there. This is the Tihama region, the coastal plains, Hezaz mountains. Further, you can see the Asir mountains here, and Shufek, one of the big mountain peak there, and the last the Haraz mountains here in the Yeman region, the Babel Mandeb. I have put this in enlarged form, and you can see it here, and you can read. So the famous battles were fought 60s and 30s of 7th century, 620 to 30s. Battle of Badr, Kyber, Uhud, and Tabuk. All these were fought in this region, and Muhammad established his hegemony and domination with the Arabs. And that historically and ideologically, I have looked at and discussed extensively how the theological line imposed on the believers and non-believers. So you can look at it in other presentations I have posted, and looking at the yogic perspective of the belief system, the cradle belief system. So the ideology there, you can look at that. So you can reconcile this again very easily here. This is the Wadi Dawashir, Wadi Bishah here, and this is the Medina Valley, Jijan, and this is the Kyber, Harrat Kyber, Jijan, and Hamad here. And you can look at them, and then is the to Hezaz mountains. In the next presentations, Mitranam, we'll take a look at the broader, the provinces of how to pass them. Saudi Arabia today. So by knowing these provinces political, we'll be mentioning in various places, we'll get a broader, deeper understanding. I will discuss about that in the next presentation. Thank you very much, Mitranam. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, Jogari Tirupati Reddy, South Asia Maps Education Channel.